Report questions Anew behavior of child center staff. Los Angeles Times article dated March 1985. Surprise visits to McLaren's Children's Center turned up several incidents of improper behavior by employees at the county facility for abused and neglected children. The center's oversight committee reported Monday. The incidents occurring at the center seeks to overcome its reputation as an overcrowded, impersonal warehouse for children, indicated that the orientation and philosophy has not changed at the facility, the report said. Lola J. Hobbs, director of the County Children's Services Department, said the incidents are under investigation. In an angry exchange at the Children's Services Commission's meeting Monday at the County Hall of Administration, Hobbs responded to the report by formally requesting that commissioners stop conducting surprise visits to the El Monte facility. There's a big difference between walking through when you don't know they're coming and people have not been alerted, Commissioner Helen Kleinberg said. It's only become an issue since I issued this report, said Commissioner Sandra Serrano Sewell, head of the committee overseeing the McLaren Center, who made 3 unannounced visits. Incidents cited in the report included a faculty member at McLaren broke a child's arm, and McLaren officials failed to report the incident for more than a week. Serrano Sewell learned of the incident informally from a fellow commissioner. Hobbs said the incident was fully investigated and found to be accidental. An 8-year-old child was instructed by staff members to mop the floor with an industrial-sized mop and pail in order to earn points. The same staff member called another child in the unit the N-word. Infirmary staff members were seen using unsanitary procedures to diaper infants, fed babies inappropriate food, potato chips, and ate in front of the children before the children had been served their meals. Change is not made. The report also said that several specific improvements at McLaren, which Hobbs said were made weeks ago, actually are non-existent. The promised improvements outlined on February 4th were part of an effort to provide more personal care and treatment for children housed in the facility. Hobbs announced a wide-ranging list of moves that as of December 1984, children were allowed to call parents and friends at least twice a week. As of mid-January, children were allowed to keep clothing, toys, and personal possessions they brought to the center, and as of mid-February, parents could visit their children daily. But Serrano Sewell said that during her visits to the center, neither children nor staff members were aware of the new policies. They were operating under the prior, more restrictive rules, she said. Hobbs said that commission members had misunderstood her when she said the improvements had been implemented. Decision made. When I say the policy has been implemented, I mean the decision has been made, the policy researched, Hobbs said. That does not mean we have full compliance. She added that all McLaren staff members were informed of the changes in training sessions completed by February 26th. But Serrano Sewell said she visited the facility on March 1st, and staff members were still uninformed about the new policy. Now, this is an interview of Sandra Serrano Sewell speaking about her time on the Children's Services Commission.
We were all very involved with McLaren Hall, which at that time was where children who had not yet committed a crime but were on the verge of it, and they were what we call push-out children, that as teens the parents pushed them out of the house and they had nowhere to go, so they went to McLaren Hall. Or if they were younger children, there was quite a bit of younger children, the parents had been neglectful of them, and it was run very like the children had done something wrong. So it had a very kind of jail kind of mentality to it. The doors were locked to the facility. There were very strict rules. They had to wear that looked like prison garb. You know, everybody was wearing the same outfit. And there was a school on grounds, and it was a horrible place. And for all the children that were there. And we just raised holy hell about it, that they had to unlock the facility. And, you know, we went at night to see what was happening, because as soon as people in the facility and that worked in the facility, some people would call us at home and tell us, look, last night at 10 o'clock they hosed down the kids that were giving them a hard time. And this is not a probation facility, you know. And so we'd go there and try to catch them in the act. And the baby cribs, they had complete netting over them. So the baby could never stand up in the crib because the netting would be hitting its head. It was very, very meshed. So it was more like screening. And it was just a horrid place. And we raised enough fuss that the department head at the time of Children's Services, Lola Hobbs, went to the County Board of Supervisor, Shabarm, and they tried to forbid us from going in. And he decided that of the three of them, I guess he seen me as the one that he could most attack, because my husband worked at the county, or most get afraid. My husband worked for health services, and so he called me, had his staff people call me, and they told me that, you know, my husband had been a good employee, and, you know, he should be able to, at some point in his career, enjoy retirement. And I said, are you threatening me? Are you just threatening me? And no, we were just discussing things with you, and you really have to cool it. And I just went ballistic. So I called the press. I called the news media. They were there full circle, you know. They were like, what?